You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time.
Dish, 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 dish. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Weird conversations.
Hey, if you want normal conversations, go to, I don't know.
You go on, say it. Say one of them. Say
Have
one
a
of the
word,
podcasts.
I guess.
Seen who was the guest this week on Off Menu?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
I know. They're doing all right, those boys.
I know. I remember messaging Ed a few years ago, going, "Can I get on to promote something?" He was like, "We're a bit fully booked," and he going, "Oh, surely you can shuffle De Niro out the mix to get Phil Ellis on."
Have you not done off menu?
No, I don't know. No.
You've done this 3 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at you now.
Very much on the menu.
Look at you now.
Back again. Literally come to this city just for this. I'm not even giggling at the Monkey Barrel.
And you walked as well.
I walked all the way here.
Yeah.
From Land's End. It's just for charity. We've raised £3. I'm not even taking donations. I just did it. And I could have
What were you
helped.
raising money for? A good cause?
No, I wasn't raising. I just did the walk that you could have earned money for, and
Yeah.
I refused to take any donations.
There's a film coming out about people who did that. I saw a
Really?
trailer for it yesterday. It's Gillian Anderson and a man, just a man, and they get evicted from their house. They lose all their money, and they go, "Do you know what we should do? We should walk around the entire coast of the UK."
Oh, they just do it.
They just do it because they don't have a home to live in, so they just get their tent and then they just go on the road.
That's a really good idea, though, isn't it?
I think you learn a valuable lesson about life
You
and
think?
friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to be friends with Gillian Anderson.
Wouldn't we all? She's one fit. All of my lesbian friends, I think Gillian Anderson is like an awakening for them.
I think there's something about, like, some people get better as they get older, and Gillian Anderson just seems to be getting so much. Like, I think she may just become a star. As in, like,
I
folding
think
on
she's got
herself.
what it takes.
I think
she's doing off menu.
She, have you seen her dressed as doing Bowie in American? I know we can't talk about American Gods because Neil Gaiman's.
Yeah, we simply can't.
Yeah, we just can't mention that.
We can't. I've not seen her in that. I have seen her in that advert for mattresses.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
She goes like, "Wouldn't you like to lie on this mattress because Gillian Anderson's on it?"
Yeah. Well, yeah, mate. Yeah, probably.
It would help.
Yeah, it would help.
It would help.
How much though, Gillian?
She probably got a lot of money for it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
What advert would you not do?
Would I not do?
My lower stomach made a weird noise. Did you hear it?
You asked a good question, and then your stomach was like, "No,
No, come on now.
no." I probably wouldn't do an advert for, I don't know, like guns.
Guns. I don't think there's many adverts.
No,
for
do you know what? No, I wouldn't do an advert for cruises, and I don't think I'd do an advert for banks.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not cruises?
They're bad for the environment.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're really bad for the
Really?
environment. Really bad.
I'm getting all them old people out to sea. Was
So they use less heating.
Yeah.
We just put them out onto a boat.
That is true. Yeah, they're not
And you
cracking up the thermostat.
You put the boat next to an iceberg and they go like, crack a window open, it's stuffy. No, they're really bad for the environment, so I probably wouldn't do that. And I went to a
Okay.
bank just because, banks.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of banks. I used to work for a bank.
Same.
Yeah. Which bank did you work for?
Should we say it on the count of 3?
Okay. Wait, but I can't remember. Right, okay, I remember.
Yeah.
I was nearly said who I banked with. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Royal
Goldman
Bank
Sachs.
of Scotland.
Oh, interesting.
That was horrible, wasn't it? I think we were
Yeah.
both hoping it would be the same one.
Yeah. Oh, well. You worked for the Royal Bank of Scotland?
Yeah, I was really bad at it.
What were you
Didn't
doing?
Yeah, so I used to work at the Royal Bank of Scotland. As
What?
So I was cashier. I was cashier, and That sounds weird, doesn't it? I was cashier.
I was cashier.
I was cashier. Now I'm Phil Ellis. Hear me roar. So I was really good at keeping my till balanced. I was good with the customers.
Yeah.
I couldn't do sales because I remember an elderly lady came in and all she wanted to do was extend her overdraft by £100 to pay a bill.
Right.
And I couldn't authorise it. I had to send her in a room with someone else who can authorise things. But I could see on the account that she could have more money.
Yeah.
On this. And instead she came up with a credit card and she didn't have a fucking clue what it was. And she went, he says if I pay it off, I can pay my bill with a credit card because it's 0% interest for a few months.
Yeah.
And I went, they've just sold you a credit card to get points and you don't need that. Like all you want to do is pay your bill.
Yeah.
And you could really easily do that. So it really upset me that this poor little old lady had been taken advantage of in the room. So I just went, I can't do that. So I just never did sales. And I was on 0% sales for every year.
And that's a big part of how you're assessed.
Yeah. So they went, Phil, out of 42 people in the region, you are number 42. And so I thought it'd be funny. So I turned the paper upside down. I said, but who's the top now? And they went, it's not how it works, Phil. I went, okay. So they just kept moving me to branches where to the point that they just wanted to move the problem around. So in the end, they moved me to Prestbury, where all the footballers live, the millionaires. So you can't do sales because you only get 3 people in a day.
Yeah.
And they're all just multimillionaires who are insane. So they just come in and go, am I still a multimillionaire? And you go, yeah. And then they go, can I get $5? And you go, yeah. And they go out and buy a cup of tea or something. Because they only kept the branch open because otherwise we're going to move their money.
Yeah.
So they just put us there, they're like a skeleton crew to keep it open.
Right.
But what's funny, so they hated me, but they couldn't fire me because I didn't do enough mistakes to warrant being fired. So so I'm in this branch where I'm just reading books all the time. I remember reading Frank Skinner's autobiography one day in there.
Yeah.
Like, because you could just sit there and read it and then someone would come in and leave. And that. So I would just read books all the time. It's a good book. And,
available in stores,
yeah.
a few years ago.
I was like, great. One day I'll be a comedian. And I think I'm on less money now than I was when I was in the back, actually. So thanks for that. But, and I was sat there and they would come in, go out now and then. But I remember this old lady came in once and I was only there for about the first week I was there. So she came in, she went, I do worry about you lot out here on your own. And I went, all right.
She's worried about you.
It was weird because it's only a little village. It wasn't like I was out in the middle of nowhere. We were in a village. I went, all right, thanks. And then she came back in and then someone else came in about 2 days later and went, she says, I still get worried about you lot here. And I was like, well, and then I didn't really think about it. And then about another week later, someone else went, I do worry about you lot, since the murders. And I went, what the fuck? So they went, I went, what are the murders? They went, oh yeah. So a guy had been in there doing handiwork. He's like, and he'd left his bag with all his tools in, left. The next day, he turned up when they were opening the bank, and it used to be an old man, an old lady, and a young girl. And he came in, he went, I've left my bag from yesterday. And they went, oh, yeah. And they opened the door. He stabbed the guy to death, stabbed the old lady to death, killed the young girl, and then shot himself in the head. And no one had told me this. So I went, oh. And they went, yeah. And they went, we had the carpets done the other week and the stains are still in the floor where they were dropped. So I went, right. I went, why has no one told me this? And they went, well, it happened in 1982. I went, all right, well, but it's such a small town. They were still going, hope it doesn't happen again. I was going, well, but they'd moved me to the death bank. And that's a clue in it.
I'll just say, welcome to another episode of I've Had a Rosé. Let's talk about feelings. We're here with Phil Ellis. Sorry that they moved you to the death bank.
That's the grimace intro.
But if it was so long ago, were you just like... that must have been the biggest thing that happened in that village. So
that's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Wayne Rooney, he got his hair plugs. That was quite a big deal when he lived there.
Didn't he also... Wasn't the rumour about him that he shagged his gran?
Well, there is now. He had sex with his grandma.
I don't think I'm making that up.
Wayne, write in. Oh, he can't write, can he?
Merlin, can
Get
you
someone
Google,
to write in for you, Ray.
Can you Google? No, do it on the work computer. Google.
Yeah.
Did Wayne Rooney?
It's not his gran.
Oh, it's a gran.
A older woman.
That's fine then. Okay, fair enough.
Having sex with a granny.
There you go. And how big was her overdraft? No.
And she was only 54.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I always thought it was like
But he was 16.
interesting. He's lived a life.
Yeah, well, he started at 16 with an old, not elderly. Not elderly at 54, are you?
No, but you're definitely older than a 16-year-old.
Oh, listen, I was good with money. I told you my figures were great. That is like over
good with
20
money.
years older, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what I bet he was. I wonder if he was good. I know he's good at dribbling.
Good at
Well, she was.
good with
Elderly
money,
lady.
good at football, or good at nanny shagging?
Nanny shagging. He's got skills.
Good enough to make the headlines, I guess.
Oh, God.
Could do it for England.
Did he ever play for it? I don't even know enough about football.
I think
to get
he
into
did
this.
play for
He
England.
must have.
I
Is he
think
still
he
playing
did.
football?
I don't know. No.
Google that. Oh, whilst you're at it,
He's a
Google.
manager.
No.
Just type
Oh,
in.
he's a manager
Just
now.
type in 18 and.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
He's a manager now and he did play for England.
He did play for England.
Oh, well done, Wayne.
Good for you.
Good for
Wayne.
you, mate.
All the love to Colleen as well.
Colleen, is he still with her?
Yeah.
I was
She
talking
just
about him like he's a friend of ours. Like
she
he's
just did I'm a Celeb.
Really?
Yeah, she did all right, I think.
Did she?
Yeah, she got quite far.
Well, who else was in it?
One of the lads from McFly, Danny from McFly.
Which one was he? Was he the one that I'd recognise? He's the one with the proper chin on him.
That's Harry.
He got really,
Tom.
but didn't he
Well-
get really attractive as he got older? But
Tom got
weirdly
very
was-
attractive as he got older.
Yeah, but when he was younger, he had he looked a bit Johnny Bravo, and now he's like quite. I saw him. I was like going, he's a good looking guy. He's actually Asian. Yeah. So Danny's the fun,
Danny's one of the two front men.
right. Yes, I think I know.
Who's not that one. He was it. He won it, and then someone else was in there. There were actually quite a few other people in there. I just can't remember who.
Have you ever seen the Busted song, which is the most upset? You know when a song makes you cringe or something? It's a song called God, I Miss the 90s. And it's the saddest thing. It's there going, God, I miss the 90s. It's the most embarrassing. It's
I
just
don't
like,
know it. Could
Oh,
you
it's
sing the
horrible.
entire song from start to finish?
I'd have to kill myself. Even doing that one bit made me feel sick. God, I miss the 90s.
Do you like to sing? I don't like to
I
sing.
love singing, yeah.
Do you love to sing?
Well, I did a show where I just sang in it for no reason
Well,
other
that
than
makes
just
sense
wanting
then.
to sing. But yeah, I really shoehorned it in. And the audience didn't like me singing, it turned out. But I carried on. I do try and sing in every show. I love singing. It's great.
I don't see the appeal
Well-
of the act of singing, not of other people singing.
But what songs, like, what music do you like?
I love sort of, any sort of like bell ringing.
Bell ringing. Quasimodo.
No, I like, if you look at my Spotify Unwrapped, it's usually my most listened to song of the year is a song that failed to qualify for Eurovision. And when I say fail, I mean like by a long way.
Do you remember when Justin Hawkins didn't qualify for the Eurovision?
Yeah,
and he
for the
stormed
Euros.
off- for the Euros, yeah. And he stormed off stage. It was the funniest thing. I was like, no, he's right. It was just funny because it's sort of...
Yeah, a lot of people tried it and then didn't get it. Kim Marsh, Anthony Costa, Katie Price.
Katie Price.
Katie Price tried to do it and she lost to Javine, who was there.
Right.
Yeah.
What was Katie Price's song?
It was called I'm Not Just Anybody.
Oh, no.
And it wasn't just anybody. She was somebody who struggled to sing correctly.
Yeah. Was her son on the drums?
Her son was in her belly.
Oh, she was pregnant. I thought
she was
she'd
like
get a
very
son.
pregnant, but you couldn't tell because she'd strapped her pregnancy bump down with quite a tight corset,
right.
which is fine.
Was she
That's
with
fine for
Peter
a
on?
baby.
Was she with Peter Andre at the time?
At
What
the
was
time,
he doing? I
yes.
thought she'd get the whole family. They used to do a lot together, like TV shows and stuff.
They sang once on Children in Need.
Oh my god, yeah, they did the
A
song.
Whole New World.
Have you heard the? I've heard
The unedited. Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely actually. Yeah, so she tried to do Eurovision.
I always remember my favourite interview, and I always remember it was Peter Andre talking about his new single, Insania. They went, so what is it? He goes, well, it turns out it's not even a word. But I was just like, everything that was happening, I just went, this is Insania. And someone went, that's not a word. I went, well, it should be. So I
should
wrote the
be.
song. I was like, what?
But you know, like, because they met on I'm a Celeb.
Oh,
right?
did they?
They met on
Right.
I'm a Celeb. And in the camp, he pretended to write that song, Insania. He was just like, God, you know, I just in here in the bush. God, it's just like I feel like I'm going mad, but not mad. Like I don't know, Insania. And then he started like just singing it, and then it became a single after he left the. And then it was revealed that he'd actually written it long before he went into the camp, and it was all a ploy. Isn't it? Isn't it?
I remember, so when I was before Google, like we could check things and we
Yeah.
had phones. So my brother told me that Peter Andre died because he had fake 6-pack injected with collagen implants, and they
Oh.
burst.
You can have that done.
Oh, really? Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is apparently how he died. So I told everyone at uni that Peter Andre was dead because we hadn't seen him since Mysterious Girl, really. Bit of a
Right.
one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
No offense, but Peter, you're a great person. I think you're a genuinely nice man. I've heard nothing but good things. And we all bounced back, you know. Some people thought I was a one-hit wonder, but look, 12 years later, and I'm still hoping to get another hit. But so I told everyone he was dead. So everyone just believed me because
Yeah.
I thought it was true.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking appeared in the jungle, and I was getting all these messages going, "You lying piece of shit!" I've been saying it because no one had bothered checking. We all just went, "Yeah, that sounds right."
Yeah, you could fake somebody's death a lot easier back in those days.
I know. It's a shit.
So much
That
easier.
bloke in a canoe who faked his own death.
Oh, yeah.
That was a boring
I thought it was a
two-part.
kayak.
Oh yeah, it was a kayak. Well, there's a canoe in it. It's a kayak, a canoe, right in.
One man's canoe was
Wayne?
another man's kayak. I've always said that, and
You
it's
say
only made
kayak.
sense today. One man's canoe.
Finally.
It's another man's kayak. Have you had a little sip?
No, I haven't actually.
Sorry,
yet. No, sorry.
we got in a nice Malbec.
I was going to say this is like a. Yeah, I like a Malbec.
It's a little zhuzh.
And is this
little
like,
step up.
Is this? Do you get sponsored by these guys?
We don't get sponsored by anybody. We should.
Well, you
Echo
should.
Falls, right in.
Echo Falls.
I just thought like that feels like a brand that would be
They'd be up for anything.
our
wouldn't
key
they?
demo,
That's
wouldn't it? Yeah.
Any divorcees? Cheers. God, that was the we didn't make a noise when we did it. I'll drink to that.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute, this isn't alcohol. This is Ribena, you lying bastard.
It's the April Fool's Day episode, so it's a little prank.
I thought it was really weird.
We're gonna-
This wasn't open.
We're gonna
and it was-
we're gonna play that. We're gonna play that in slow motion.
Hey, wait a minute, this isn't alcohol. This is Ribena, you lying bastard.
Because like, oh my god, the look on your face. You were like holding that mug, being like, oh, I can't wait to have some wine at 12:30 in the morning. And then as soon as you drink it, and you're like, wait a second, this isn't wine.
Well, egg on my face. April Fool's Day, everyone.
Who am I? Who am I? Oh, I'm gonna have a little big sip of red wine.
That's really a really.
Oh wait, that's Ribena.
I actually really like Ribenas. That's nice as well. Is this from cordial or like the actual? Sometimes we get it ready
From a bottle.
I thought it was from
At
the
source.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
close to the meat.
Can I
What?
just say, Claire, that went a lot better than I thought.
I was thinking, I was like, well, they must be sponsored because they've already pulled the
'Cause we were
wine out
like,
of an
it's-
old bottle.
We're going to put this out on April Fool's Day. And we were like, right, so we got to do some kind of prank drink. But prank drinks are difficult. I couldn't think of like a prank drink except make something look like something else.
Yeah, but also when I saw Malbec, I was like, I must have said I like Malbec at some point, but I was like, don't remember ever
But you
saying
didn't. But you didn't.
I really like the Ribena though. So
It goes down
who's
a
the
treat.
four now?
Well, In
Well,
a way.
annoyingly, this is after midday, so you're the fool. I mean, it's 2 months before April Fool's anyway as well.
Yeah. What you also don't know is another little prank. We've set fire to your car.
Is that being cut out? Yeah. You've been pinned.
You've been framed. Lovely.
And we're back.
Oh, do you like pranks?
No, I fucking hate pranks.
Oh, I'm so sorry we put you through that.
Phil still twitches when he smells Ribena. Yeah.
Have you ever pranked someone?
Have I pranked someone? Yes, I have. But I remember, like, when I was at uni, this guy called. There was a guy called Andy from Doncaster. He was from Doncaster.
And what was his name?
Andy.
And where was he from?
Doncaster.
Oh, he's Andy from Doncaster. Yeah.
I was like, we're avoiding for that.
You introduced him like a game show contestant.
Yeah.
I'm Andy. I'm a farmer. I'm from Doncaster.
And I've got a funny story about once parallel parking on holiday.
My name's Beverley. I'm from Beverley. It's a town in North Wales. I'm 52 years old and I love pegging.
To peg or to be pegged.
Yes. She'll do anything.
So Andy from Doncaster, he would do pranks, but his pranks were really odd. Like I remember, like, he'd knock on your door in the halls. And
Yeah.
you'd open the door and he'd just be chatting to you for ages. And I go, and I'd look and he didn't have any trousers on. He'd go, I just want you to notice. And then he'd just go back. That was his prank. But it would take ages because I'd be just, well, we're having such a dull conversation. Like, why have you knocked on my door? And I go, oh, you've got no trousers on. I go, thanks. And then he'd just go back to his room.
Trap. Any pants?
There were pants. It wasn't.
There were pants. Okay.
But
There's some
once-
decorum.
Yeah. So I was once in my, we used to have in halls, we have like your bed and a little desk. And I
Yeah.
sat on there. I remember I was listening to the Beatles, the medley at the end of Abbey Road. And it's got
Never heard of them.
No, yeah, they're all right. They're from little band from Manchester.
Can I just say, Jade from Little Mix won more Brits than the Beatles last night. They were nominated for a Brit.
The Beatles were.
The Beatles.
They were nominated for what, this year?
I was confused as well, and then they just played a clip of what looked like Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr just having a nice time in a basement.
Yeah, well, they did that. Peter
Maybe
Jackson,
that's what it
was
is.
Yeah.
Maybe they were nominated for that.
Can you imagine being the Beatles and losing out a Brit Award to someone? I mean, that's just annoying, isn't it?
We don't have to imagine.
Yeah.
It happened.
Imagine.
It happened.
Imagine. Hey, John.
Why are you making a face?
What is your fucking problem? Open that fucking wine, please.
I didn't know that the Beatles were nominated, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like,
It's sad, isn't it?
That is quite. I love Jade. I've smelt her hair. I love Jade.
It's like I've been nominated for a Chore Award. And I'll lose out. Just don't
No,
nominate me.
we'll do a campaign.
Oh yeah, we should vote.
Yeah.
It'll be after the voting ends tomorrow. I think it ends in like 2 days.
Oh, does it?
That's
Oh,
a shame.
We could all just vote for you.
yeah,
Yeah,
we could do that.
that would help.
We could do that. We could do that.
I went to the Chore Awards one year. I've been nominated for 5. I know. So I thought, well, I'm going to win 1. The law of averages, you're going to win 8.
5 on the same
night.
Yeah, right.
So I went. So I thought, well, it's a bit embarrassing. I'm going to have to take a bag because I can't just carry these awards around. So I turned up with like a duffel bag. And everyone's like, why have you got a bag? I was like, oh, I've got a bag.
I'm just picturing Billie Eilish being like, "Oh, Phineas, I hope you brought a bag for life."
Little trolley. One of those little like old ladies' trolleys that students use when they're doing a big shop. So I went. So I'm stood there, and when I lost the 4th one, I went, "Oh fuck!" And Nish Kumar went. He said, "You're the new colour purple," which had like been nominated for every Oscar, and like pretty much lost all of them. I went, "Oh no!" And then I went, "Oh." And it's only a nerdy film reference that only most film nerds get. So I went, all right. And then I lost the fifth one with Matt. It was for Funs and Games, but Matt goes, Funs and Gamers.
Funs and gay men's.
Gamers. He didn't fucking care what it was. And so he just said it wrong. I went, well, I'm not going to win this. Then we lost again. And I had to leave the Chortle Awards with a saggy bag. And everyone was like, why have you got a bag? I was like, no, you thought you were going to win. It was embarrassing. It was the saddest. To lose 5. That's horrible in a row.
Was it not an honour just to be nominated?
No, God, no.
Okay.
It's like the Edinburgh Awards. I was like, fuck off.
Yeah, well, we've all been nominated for those.
Well, what's funny about when I got nominated the other year was they read all your names out, obviously. I was the last in the list. And then I got the biggest cheer, which really moved me. And my agent went like, wow. And I went, oh. So it was such a big cheer. But then Sam Campbell instantly read out the winner. So I went, oh, wow, that's the... Oh, I've lost. I hadn't even started to enjoy the round of applause, and then I'd lost instantly.
That's okay. We'll make Sam Campbell an enemy of the pod.
Yeah, and has he been on the pod?
No.
Why not? He thinks he's...
Why not? Sam Campbell. I met you once outside Cab Vol, and we went, oh, we're both called Sam. He's hilarious.
He is great, Sam. He's a lovely boy. We went to watch Pierre Novelli's show last year at the Monkey Barrel.
Oh, yes?
One of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
I hear very good things.
I genuinely got emotional at the end when I went to say well done to him. And then I started tearing up like he was my son, because I was like going, that is the best written thing. And I started to go, oh my God. And I was like going, I've got no involvement in this at all. But it was so good. I nearly started. That's how good a show it was. I nearly cried at the end.
Like he was your own son.
Yeah. I was like so proud of him. It was really weird. I may have been, maybe I was just a bit emotional that day.
Had anything happened? Had somebody been murdered in the green room?
No. That'd be good. Hey, has anyone ever been murdered in a green room? Do we know? Right in, Wayne Rooney. Let us know.
Someone in all of the green rooms in this country, someone somewhere must have been.
Do you know what made me laugh in the green room? I was doing the Birmingham Clee, and there was an actor on. He was a bit like an older actor, like in his 60s. And there'd been on the Thursday we'd done the show, and then they were only there on the Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So there was a young, really good act on. I'm not going to name her, but she's really good. She's very new. Just gets better and better. She's like 18 years old, right?
Oh wow.
Had done the gig. On the Friday, he went, I always remember, she went, well, it's been really nice to meet you all. And then she went back after her set.
Yeah.
And the headliner went, oh, no one hangs around for a drink anymore. And I was like, but why would she watch? She's an 18-year-old. Why does she want to hang around with a 43-year-old bloke and a 6-year-old bloke who are just going to be going, it used to be cash in hand. you used to get your breakfast paid for you now. Yeah, hey, listen here. Are you enjoying this career? Well, it goes to shit. I was like, she doesn't want this. She wants to still have a bit of hope that maybe this will be a career that's worth pursuing.
He's probably just maybe innocently unaware of how strange it would be for an 18-year-old woman.
He did it from a place like going, no one hangs out for a drink. I was like, yeah, but why would they want to?
She doesn't know you.
I think it'd be weird if they did hang around.
I get a lot of new acts going like, I'm so sorry, I can't stick around to watch your set. I have to get the last train home. And I'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, please do.
Don't look back.
Yeah. Don't see me cry.
Don't look.
But also, there was one where they went, it's like a prop comic once went, oh, they never stick around to watch the headline. That's what I would do. I went, well, what's this 18-year-old from London going to learn from you going on with a panda on your head? Going, well, what day did you say? It's like, you're not going. It's not an act you can.
I don't think you have to necessarily stick around to watch the headline at that specific moment.
No.
You could just go watch a thing on the TV, or you can.
Yeah, it's like you said. One, you want to get home before it's really late for a start.
Very dangerous job for women because it happens at night time.
Exactly. So you don't want to be travelling late. So of course you're going to get back.
You're going to get back when it's a little safer. Yeah.
And like you say, and you will see headliners at some point. It's just not going to be you. But they act like they don't watch comedy at all. They'll never learn. they'll never be as bitter as me if they just keep leaving before the end.
That does seem to be the end goal if you go down that route. It's just be lovely and bitter. Like a lemon.
Would you be... have you ever found yourself being a bitter comedian? Have you ever had a moment where you've gone, oh no, do I have to do something about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I wasn't nominated for Best Compere at the Chortle Awards this year. That's a joke.
I genuinely don't know why I've been nominated, because I think I've MC'd less last year than I ever
really?
have. I really don't MC anymore, because I'm trying to move away from it to become an act, and then I get nominated for best. So the less I've done, the better I've got. Less is more, Phil. We prefer it when we don't see you very often. I think they literally went, we're going to have to nominate Phil for something.
What
Put
shape
him
is a
there.
Chortle Award?
I don't know. I've never held one.
Sorry.
I'd say it's...
Hope it's not pointy. It will puncture the carrier bag.
Yeah, I'd say shape of a duffel bag. I've never seen one up close.
When you get the Edinburghs, you get a thing whether you win or not. No.
Yeah, so then we get a little nomination thing. But then when I won the panel prize in 2014. That was when it was Foster's Edinburgh Awards.
So did you get a big can of Foster's?
So everyone gets champagne. This is weird,
Oh.
right? Everyone gets like 2 cases of champagne.
Yeah.
When I won the panel prize, they just let me take one tray of Foster's lemon.
Foster's
bottles.
lemon.
I just gave it to the venue. It's the grimace. They went, just have that. Get the fuck out. Get out.
You should have signed the cans and then sold them.
Yeah, I know. I should have really. But but that award's massive. It's like that big.
It's a large, yeah.
It's a big old boy. I forgot I won that. So when I was at the nominations, my photo comes up on the screen when they're going through all the past. I went, oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, I'm not bothered. I've already got one. Sorry. But I forgot. I was like, why am I up there? I went, oh yeah, I forgot I'd been here 10 years ago.
We were talking about pranks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
So
he's not got trousers on.
So I'm sat. That was it. The Beatles. That's where we got off track. The Beatles, the Brit one.
Yes. Sorry.
So I'm sat on my little table, and I've been in my room for about 45 minutes on my own, and I was just drumming with pencils on the table, like doing this, banging away, having a great time, banging away. And then I dropped a pencil, and I went to pick it up, and I looked, and Andy was just under my desk, pressed against the wall. He'd been sat there for 45 minutes, and honestly, he just went, oh, fuck for that, and then just got up and walked out.
Every time you're here, you tell me a story about a man in your life who I hope is not in your life anymore.
What was the last one?
There was the diddler.
Oh yeah, the diddler.
And then I think the
Didn't
last
have any riz.
didn't have any riz. And then I think the last time you were here, we actually cut it out. I think.
Yeah.
We cut it out.
Was that the? I don't think I know the story. Yeah. I enjoyed, it was a good episode that actually, because it came out at Christmas and I was on my own and I watched it, and it was the saddest day of my. But I went, oh, that was a nice afternoon. Sat there going, oh, I really had a nice time then. This is the only podcast I try and ask to come on. I go out my way to come on it.
It's just me and off menu.
Just you and off menu. If you're listening off menu. You all right?
We'll do it together. I'll just have a starter, and then you can have main and pudding.
Okay. I think I prefer the starter, though.
Oh, okay.
What would you have for a starter? I don't actually know the part. I don't listen to it, obviously. I remember complaining.
The rest of this episode is us doing off menu. I do know what I would choose should I ever have to do off menu.
Are you prepared?
Yeah.
I've got my Brit Award speech ready as well.
And a little Jan Sport to carry it home.
Coming on with my little bag.
Get one of those gift bags you put wine in. It's a long...
Oh, is it?
It's a
long
tall award.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know the one that always upsets me about the Brit Awards, one I always remember, when Noel Gallagher was really horrible to Michael Hutchence from In Excess?
I think Noel Gallagher was horrible to a lot of people.
Yeah, but it was a really sad moment, which I just always thought, why did you, like, there's no need for... When he comes on, he goes, and he's giving them the award, and already In Excess are like on the way out a bit, and he's obviously got issues, Michael.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's Oasis, and he comes out and goes, why are has-beens giving awards to Gunnabys? And I was like, and it was just like really
It's just
weird.
unnecessary.
It's just unnecessary. And you seem like going,
Do you know what? Do you know what I find annoying sometimes?
I like Oasis.
When the beverage, that's Ribena. It's another prank. It's another prank.
Egg on my face. Oh, actually spilled. Sorry, I spilled that one then. Bit of fun. Yeah.
It's just such a simple laugh.
It was really good though.
It's really funny.
I
It's really
I
funny.
would love it if you gave me some Pringles and one of those snakes popped up.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been fun.
That would have been good. But all I'll say is, wait until the end of the episode to look under the sofa. And he's here. And he's not got trousers on.
Look at all that asbestos. Got ya. Enjoy your lowered lung capacity. Health issues in 10 to 12.
That's bad after long COVID as well.
Yeah.
I've just decided he's got long COVID. I don't know him. Andy, can you write in and let us know if you have long
Andy.
COVID? Sometimes
It's such a weird thing to push on someone, long COVID.
that's something they'd say on This Morning. Alison Hammond would be like, write it if you've got long COVID.
We've run out of
love to
ideas.
hear from
We've
you.
run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Dermot's bored as fuck. Is he still on it?
Yeah. Claire made a noise as if to say, oh, he's on it.
Oh, he is
Oh.
on it.
Sometimes when famous people win awards, they don't bother to take the award home with them. Because I remember watching an interview of Jennifer Hudson. She won a BAFTA and she didn't get the BAFTA until like a year after, because Graham Norton was saying like, how did it feel to win a BAFTA? And she was like, oh my God, it was amazing, but I couldn't go to the ceremony because I couldn't get over to the UK in time. And he's like, so you have the BAFTA? And she was like, no, I've never seen it actually. So then he gives her the BAFTA and she's like, oh my God. And I was just like, I would have just got it DHL'd over to America.
It's weird, yeah. Well, when I won the panel, I didn't see that for 2 years because
The actual
because it's too big. I was going out, like, you know, I didn't want to carry that around with
and
me.
there was no way you could have left it.
I know, so I had to rush for so they don't give it you at the time. That was it. So you don't give it you at the time. They just give you a thing, because they don't know who's going to win it. So it's not made up. They just go, you've won this, and you hold it for the pictures. And we all do the pictures before you even have the announcement.
Yeah.
So if you win, there's already a photo of you holding it going, ugh. So I've kind of got a photo of me winning. You can just lie. Do you know no one checks? Alexi
one does
Sale
check.
won Best Sitcom at the BBC Audio Drama Awards, right?
Yeah.
And I'd been nominated and I lost. So I just held his award and put my finger over his name for a photo and said, can't believe I won the award. And people still think I won it. And in fact, I got under the series. The BBC thought I'd won it and commissioned another series off the back of it.
Such a good idea.
You just pretend. No one checks.
I have a photo of me holding the trophy you get if you get number one on the UK singles chart.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Have you got that? You've got that photo?
I have a huge back catalogue.
You should. And you should just do it at one point where you think it may be believable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do like a little bit update, like pictures of you in the studio. Like, photos.
Working on a song, and let's just say it's insania. Oh dear.
6-pack ready.
Oh dear. I don't think I've ever. No, I have been pranked. I've been pranked a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I got pranked. It was just bullying, actually. It was just bullying.
Pranking and there's just abuse.
The kids in my class told me that I had to, at break time, go to the history teacher because I was in trouble for something. And I was like, did they say what I was in trouble for? And they're like, no, you just need to go. So then I went, and then the history teacher was like, you're obviously not in trouble. They were playing a little prank.
The history teacher's such a weird person to choose as well.
Because we're in the same class for history.
Right, okay. Oh, it makes more sense, I suppose.
I went
historical crimes.
And if I went in there and the history teacher was just like, the other kids have been saying that you did 9/11.
Yeah, I was going to say, one word, Holocaust. How do you feel about that, Sam? Thanks for coming in.
Can't help but notice, didn't see a lot of you when Tiananmen Square was happening.
Where were you? Yeah, where did you... Hindenburg, yeah? Enjoying a little smoke. Where
Your voice is very high. Is that because you're around a lot of hydrogen and helium?
So, what was it like on the grassy knoll?
4 of your fellow students have outed you as a communist. So it's going to be detention for you, mister. Do you get rid of those crazy ideas like shed equity and workers' rights? Do you know, in history, we had to do that. We had to pretend to do like a trial to hunt for communists.
Really? I don't think that's on the curriculum. I don't think you should have had to have done this. You hunted out...
So we were learning about communism as it related to US history, and there was that guy, McCarthy.
Yeah.
And he would always hold up the list from his briefcase of all of the people he knew were communists, and then it was all a big witch hunt. And then the what were they called? The Rosenbergs? They were they were believed to be spies for the Communist Party, and actually they probably had nothing to do with it. And they found like microfiche in a pumpkin patch. Chance would be a fine thing.
Yeah.
But they were trying to get us to experience what it was like to just suddenly be accused of being a communist and how it would completely ruin your life. So our teacher went around the room, and then she just was like, okay, everyone empty your bags, empty everything that's in your bags out onto the desk, and then put your bag on the desk, put anything in your pockets on the desk, just put it all there. And then she'd go around the room, and then she'd pick anyone who had anything that was red. Because that was the colour of communism. If you had red stuff, if you wore red proudly, then you're a communist. And I had a pencil case that had a little red, hook thing on it, so you could hang it on a hook. And
you piece of shit.
And I don't think this is an official piece of... I don't think this is an official piece of merchandise from this franchise, but I was really into The Simpsons, so I had a Simpsons pencil case. I don't remember Bart Simpson ever saying this, but the quote on the pencil case said, "I could have been president, but I was too cool." So my teacher...
That famous catchphrase.
Yeah.
That was definitely a knockoff, wasn't it? That was a fairground prize. Was it?
I've also got a notebook where he says, it's just him saying auto glass repair. And so the teacher made me stand up in front of everybody, and then they all had to accuse me of being a communist. But do you know how I got out of it? And this is really dirty.
Shit myself.
One of the people who was just like, "Oh, you need to go there at break time because you're in trouble." They were having a really good time, getting everyone to call me a communist. So then I just went, "I'd like her to be my lawyer. She loves communists." And then the teacher was just like, "Right, come up, because if you've been outed by another communist, you're probably a bigger communist."
Wow.
And so I got to walk away free, and then my teacher sentenced her to death. Not really.
No, there's only so far I can go with role play.
Yeah. By year 10, the gas chamber at school hadn't been used.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
My history teacher once, the headmaster, we had the guy was deputy head. They never let him be headmaster because they knew the power would just destroy him.
Some people want it too much.
And he looked a bit like Hitler. He was a bit of a weird guy. Very strict, very old school. And he came into history once to fill in for the history teacher. And we were doing Vietnam. We were doing about the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And they went, "Well, do you know why America lost the Vietnam War?" And so we went, "Well, they were fighting a war of technology, but they had gone the guerrilla warfare.
Yeah.
They couldn't adapt." And they went, No. They should have just used the atom bomb. So it stopped Japan. He said they were too soft, America. If they'd dropped the atom bomb, that would have been the end of the war. And we went, right. Well, I don't think you can just drop out. You can't just drop atom bomb. So then the history teacher, the next week, we went, well, he said that it was just we didn't drop the atom bomb. And she was so angry. I always remember this. She made him come in and apologise to everyone. And it was the funniest thing to see this younger, cool teacher bringing this this older. He was just like, well, and he didn't quite apologise. He went, "I actually still stand by. I think they should have used it." But apparently, no, that's it. No, they lost because it wasn't. And it was just the weirdest. And she was so angry. I loved it.
Wow.
I think it maybe awakened something in me that. That's why I like women to treat me like shit.
Go on. Tell
Behind
me,
the
I,
desk,
tell me
behind
I
the
shouldn't
desk.
drop an atom bomb.
Yeah, go on, tell
big
me.
parts of Asia.
Tell me about a war of attrition. My favourite teacher, who was your favourite teacher at school?
Mrs. Rawson, she was my French teacher. And everyone loved her, even the naughty children.
Right.
And so she was the only teacher when it was like the end of our GCSEs. We actually like surprised her with like flowers and a card.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was really sweet. She was really lovely.
Mrs. Rawson.
Mrs. Rawson.
Oh,
one
no.
time one of the kids called her a prostitute. And a bit like he thought that they were having some like fun back and forth banter. Because she was just like, oh, you need to learn how to conjugate, you need to learn how to conjugate veneer or whatever it is, whatever verb it is, vouloir, etc. That's Latin. And then he was just like, yeah, well, you're a prostitute. And then she
weird.
went, okay, I think we've gone too far.
Yeah.
She also stood on a kid's Walkman. He wouldn't stop listening to it in class, so she took it off him and then stood on it.
I like that. Yeah, no, I respect Mrs. Rawson.
Oh, you'd have loved her.
I fucking love that. What do you mean it's the incorrect tense? Oh. My favourite teacher was Ms. Chaya. And it was the first Ms I ever met.
Miss Chaya?
Ms. Chaya.
I hardly know her.
Chance to be a fine thing. Promises. And she was just amazing. She was like this young. You forget how young teachers probably were. Like the time we go, they all seem really old, but she was only like 23 maybe. And she was this really amazing woman who just like well, as soon as I met, I went. This person's like just a cool person. She went,
yeah.
Do you know why I'm called Muzz? And no one of us really knew what a Muzz was. So we went, no, really. She went, well, I don't understand why men can just be Mister. And you don't know whether or not they're married, but a woman has to declare if they're married or not with Miss or. And I went, oh, that makes sense. She went, so I'm Muzz. She went, that's it. And I went, I like that. And so, and she was, I think her family were Lebanese or something, but she was just this really interesting. I remember she went, because she had quite bad scarring from acne from when she was younger. She went, right, so I'll get this out of the way. I've got bad scar, but I'm quite attractive anyway, so I'm not bothered. And I was like, no, she's fair play. No, you're right. She went, so you can have a go at me if you want, but this I'm all right with it. I was like, no, this is what a refreshing teacher this is. But she was just like this exciting, fun, just a breath of fresh air, I always thought, yeah. Miss Chaya. And they always wonder what happened. Oh, why are you right in, Wayne Rooney? Let us know what happened to Miss Chaya.
What did she teach?
Oh, she didn't work there. She just... just turned up. She'd turn up, tell everyone she was fit, and then she'd leave. English,
okay.
I remember once they moved me. We did a test or something, a spelling test, I think it was, and they moved me into like special needs for one day, and I was in there going, I don't know why I'm special needs. That was what they would call it if you needed extra learning. And I was in there with another lad out the class who they put in for this day, and then she just burst in the room. She went, "Why is he in here?" to me, and I went, I don't know. She went, "He's my favourite pupil in the class. He shouldn't be in here." She went, "This is ridiculous." She went, "Come on, Phil, we're going." And I went, "Oh, thanks." And then she left the other guy. He's like, "No, that one's right. Leave him."
He's still there.
Yeah. He's
still there.
Trying to draw an A. Bert, curly, cur, duh.
Did you like English at school?
Yeah, I did. I quite like books.
They're fine. I didn't like English. Didn't like it. No, didn't like it. I didn't like writing essays about books and poetry.
I think the problem is it's the text that you learn when you're at school. Like, so when I was I did English at A level, and they make you read like I'm not like a fan of like you'd read the Dubliners and stuff, which you kind of go, that's fair enough. But they it's always King Lear and different things. But you go,
we got far from the madding crowd and of mice and men.
Of mice, it's always the same kind of text, and you go, well, you really need to mix this up. Like if you'd have thrown in a bit of Kafka would have been fun. Something interesting like that.
Yeah.
Or
Colleen Rooney has an autobiography.
why don't you write in, Wayne? Let us know what you think of Colleen's autobiography.
Yeah, why not write in the entire text of your wife's autobiography and we'll read it. We'll do a live reading.
Yeah. Do you remember that Never Mind the Buzzcocks, where I thought it was quite horrible, this, where Simon Amstell was reading out excerpts
from Chantal's book?
Yeah, I thought it was just horrible. And when he stormed out press, I kind of went, I would probably do the same thing. I thought it was
Do you
bit...
think?
I do, because I think the difference there is you're just sat there going, and I thought it was quite horrible to go, how thick is your wife?
To be fair, yes.
Yeah.
However, when Jamelia was on it and she wouldn't stop calling Javina slag, now that was good.
I can't remember that, but I'm going to watch that now.
Oh, you should. It's very much clipped up.
And they were on the same episode.
Lily Allen was there. And
Right.
when Lily Allen first came onto the scene, her whole thing was like she's quite happy to slag off other celebrities.
Yeah.
So she would just slag and slag away. And they made it into a mini game where you had to guess who Lily Allen was slagging off from like quotes from the press. And they read out one, and then Jamelia starts laughing. And everyone was just like, oh, Jamelia must have said this one. And she said like, she's a relationship ruiner, Javine's a slag. And then Jamelia starts laughing. And then Simon Amstell goes like, can you believe Jamelia said that? So rarely, just very quiet, Jamelia. And then Jamelia just goes, yeah, no, but she is a slag though. And it was just that for the rest of the episode, and she wouldn't let it go.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch this. I wonder if they've ever had a fight.
I don't know if they've ever like seen each other in person.
Right in, Wayne. Let us know. It'd be good if you watched it though, wouldn't it? What does he do, I wonder? I wonder what he does on his days off. Do you reckon he just like sits there blowing bubbles and stuff?
Just lets his jaw go. Just sort of sitting there just like...
Really bright fluorescent tube light on. Like, you can hear it buzzing.
Do you ever find yourself thinking like, oh, I actually spend a lot of time just reminding this muscle to keep my mouth closed?
I've never thought of it, but now I'm going to be really conscious of my jaw just opening.
Because when I fall asleep, when you sleep, do you have your mouth open?
Well, I don't. I'm unaware, really. I used
You
to have
don't
terrible.
know?
Well, I can't see it. I'm like, I used to have really bad night terrors. And I'd sweat when I chain smoked and drank heavily. I would just wake up going, and then weirdly enough, when I stopped doing that,
The terrors went away. The terrors went away.
It's almost like my body was going, please stop, Phil. So I would wake up, and I would have like past partners would think I was dead because sometimes I just stopped breathing. Gasp for air, and they would think I was.
Me and my husband, when we've both been asleep, we've both on separate occasions punched each other in the chest.
Really? That's funny. What do you know what you were dreaming of?
I have vertigo sometimes when I sleep. So sometimes when I wake up, I'm a bit disoriented.
You are in bunk beds, though.
We are in bunk beds.
You need to get the bottom.
They told us who's top and who's bottom, and we misunderstood. And because we had only just started dating, I saw him in my bed and thought I must have thought he was a burglar.
Right.
So I thought, right, well, I'll keep the burglar in the bed, but I'll just punch him in the chest just so he knows a thing or two. And then I tried to go
side.
Yeah. And then I went back to sleep. And then he was like, do you remember punching me in your sleep? And I was just like, yes. Yes, I do.
Yes, I did.
And then he did it to me a couple months after that. Reasons unknown.
Reasons unknown.
Reasons unknown. I don't recall why.
Was it a hard punch? Like, was it? Did it bruise?
I don't know if they were hard punches. I did it twice.
You did it twice.
Like I went because I thought, one's the warning shot.
That must be terrifying to be woken up being punched.
Yeah.
I did once
It's
almost
not
break
great.
a girlfriend's neck in my sleep.
That's a bit worse.
No, because I was asleep when she was on my chest.
Yeah.
But I was having a dream that I was fighting the predator. So I went, and I did the movement like you would in the films where you see them do that. And then we woke up and I went, and they were like, oh, I went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I was like, yeah, it's a good job. You didn't break your neck. That'd be awkward. I go, honestly, I thought it was the predator.
Like the predator from the film.
No, a sex pest. Yeah, the predator.
I just wanted that to be clear. That's all.
To catch a predator.
It wouldn't be an episode of the pod with you on it unless we mentioned paedophiles at one point.
I don't always bring it up. I've really enjoyed this Ribena. The prank has gone really well.
Hey, sometimes that's the sign of a good prank, I feel. Where afterwards you go like, you know what? You really got me. I'm a different person now, but hey, we can laugh about it now.
Hey, we're all living and learning. What is this? A rock and a heart.
It's a rock and then a stick of butter on a horse.
Oh, okay, cool.
No explanation needed.
Don't need it.
Have you seen pranks online? There's like some extreme ones where it was like a guy arranged a kidnapping of his two friends and then put bags over their heads. And then one of them was actually in on it. And he like wired one of them up with like one of those things where you can make it look like they've been shot. And he shot his friend in front of his other friend, but his other friend didn't know it was a prank. And so the prank was, we're going to murder your friend in front of you. And then they all were like, no, it's just a prank.
That's insane. Like, that's... Why would you... And how did the friend react? Did they go, oh...
Yeah, it was like, they were quite traumatized.
How far would you go with a prank if you really want, like...
You don't seem into this prank. Claire, can you help me take off this vest, please? I don't think he's going to go for it. Alan, put the gun behind the radiator.
It's like someone... Balaclava, you can go...
I don't prank. I don't think it's fun. I like a surprise because the implication is that it's a nice thing to surprise. A prank suggests something terrible is going to happen. Yeah. But it was just a prank. There's a video. I get a TikTok of this couple. I don't know where they get it from. They get like white paint and they put it in. Yes. And they put it in balloons. They put it in buckets above the door. They rig up trap doors and stuff. And they're just constantly covering each other in white paint and then laughing about it.
What pathetic
Their
life.
house is so filthy. There's one guy who installed an actual trap door in his house. Like, just got rid of one of the kids' bedrooms, got rid of the floor, installed a trap door, so at any time that someone went into that room could be like, what do you think of the renovations? Yank.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Aren't they like... Do you not think there's so many people now whose lives are built around content?
Yeah.
And it's just must be so boring to be in a room with the guy.
Dangerous for a child. Because the child doesn't understand why you're doing this.
Yeah, there was a guy who did like Batman. He'd always be there going, hey, Sue! And he had the mask on. His wife would go, oh, God. And I was like, but you've been doing this for 12 years now. And like, you must go, shut the fuck up. Get a job.
There was one guy who, it wasn't really a prank, but it was for content. He acted like his girlfriend had died in a car crash. And at the start of the video, he said, I can't believe it. My girlfriend just died in a car crash. Let's get this video to 1 million likes. Each like is a prayer for my girlfriend. And then the girlfriend posted her own video going like, I'm actually not dead. And he's insane. And then the next video he posted was him ordering a special potion off the dark web, which when you drink it turns you gay. So him and his friend drank it and then they pretended to be gay with each other.
Okay. Is that what you got? Does it work?
I think you should ask, is that what you got? We just love pranks.
Oh, no.
In this week's After Hours, rimming.
So he ordered a...
I can't give you any more context than that, because that's exactly
what happened.
Content.
He
Ordered
drank
it off
the potion.
the dark web, drank the potion, then got his friend to drink the potion, and then it was like, whoa, why are you being so gay?
Oh my God, it's like being in a 90s rom-com. That's so gay.
Yeah.
It's so funny watching like a 90s or noughties comedy and just going, these really have dated a lot worse than I thought they would.
They made a gay version of American Pie. I think I said this on a previous episode.
Oh, right.
They made a gay version of American Pie where instead of having sex with a pie, the guy has sex with a quiche Lorraine. And that's a real thing that happened.
I don't know why I found that so funny.
Graham Norton was in it.
Graham Norton's in it.
Yeah.
He's made his acting comeback with the what was it called?
No, he plays a foreign exchange teacher who one of the students fancy. It's like American Pie, but everyone's gay. And then one of the students keeps fantasizing about having sex with Graham Norton in like a little like teacher fantasy.
Right.
And then he finds out that Graham Norton's actually like big into like really kinky sex stuff. And he chats to him online in a chat room and then goes to his house and they're like, oh my God, it's you. And he's like, okay, I guess we'll just do it anyway. And then Graham Norton does some stuff on top of a glass table, which you don't see him do on his chat show.
What's it called?
Right. I won't lie to you. I self-produced this movie myself. I'm surprised Graham said yes to it. It's called Not Another Gay Movie, I think, because there was another film called Not Another Teen Movie.
Right.
So they made Not Another Gay Movie.
Right. Okay.
It was very explicit.
Really?
Is
I
that...
was trying to do 40, but it's an hour.
Oh, okay. I thought you were being like, that's enough of the gay shit. Thank you.
I just think it's so funny. Quiche Lorraine. I think Quiche Lorraine's just a funny...
It's the gayest.
It's just it's also
Option.
two very funny words. Quiche
Pies are straight, quiches are gay.
I think Quiche
Cherry
was like...
flat, bisexual.
That was basically like the really lazy thing. If someone was doing an impression of a homosexual, they'd just go, oh, I'll have a quiche. It was like something like... That was like... I think gay people like quiches. That was like the go-to.
They're always having quiche.
Yeah, what is going on? Can I smell quiche? Phil, get in here. Won't be having any of that.
Who's drilled this hole into the cubicle? What? Has somebody been having quiche in here? Have you been passing little slices of quiche in?
Pastry on the floor. Yeah, pushing it through the hole. It's a glory hole with loads of quiche.
You've got pastry in your hair. Have you been eating quiche? I wish it was just eating quiche.
What's that on your knees? Quiche. What the bloody hell's been? No son of mine. I've had a lovely time. Anyway, thanks for having me
No,
back
you're
on.
very welcome. Shall I do the last little bit of the quick? It's not
Right.
so much quick fire feelings
Okay.
this time. It's I've written down types of pranks,
Cool.
and I just want you to tell me what you think of them.
Okay.
Okay, this is an old one. Do you remember you could get a little rubber piece of cheese and you put it on somebody's plate and then they try and cut through it, but they couldn't because it was made of rubber?
No, I don't remember that. That's not a rubber piece of cheese.
Make that up.
I think
it
you
used to
made
come
that
in
up.
like little lucky bags that you get as a kid, and it'd just be a rubber piece of cheese. And then you're supposed to give it to a friend and be like, would you like a bit of cheese? And then they'd chew on it and be like, this isn't cheese, this is rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but that sounds fun.
Okay.
Bit of innocent fun, isn't it?
Yeah, innocent fun. What do you think
My
of...
mum used to pretend to be dead when I was a child.
Oh, and
She
then
would
you
just
try
go-
and eat her and she's made of rubber.
Yeah. I would like to go, Mum. She'd go,
Oh, no.
she'd do it for ages. Yeah.
And then you cremated her.
Yeah. She really went through with it. Do you know what I realised the other day?
Committed to the bit.
My nana hasn't got a headstone, right? And my mum went, I said, do you not think we should get Nana a headstone? She went, when do we have the time, Phil? I went, she died in 1996. We've still not done it. And my auntie's in the same grave.
So you know where they are.
Well, I don't, because I don't know where they are. I can't see it. But my mum knows whereabouts it is in Blackpool. But I went, my auntie's also in there, because when we were burying my nana,
Yeah.
I remember we went, that's quite deep, the hole. And then my auntie just went, oh, yeah, I asked them to do it deeper, so I'm going to go in on top of her. We're like, all right.
Oh.
Save money. But she's on top of my nana. But my nana hated dogs, but my auntie was buried with 2 chihuahuas. Anyway.
Which is a great prank.
Good prank.
It's a good prank.
Got you.
It's a good prank.
Enjoy eternity. And she hated tarmac. Tarmac at the top.
What do you think about candy cigarettes?
I used to love sitting and pretending to smoke them when I was a kid. But then I became a chain smoker, and then it was. Yeah.
They do lead to something.
I
don't
think
they?
so. It's a
used
gateway.
used to be able to
prank.
get really good ones where like you filled them with like baby powder or something, so it looked like smoke was actually coming out of them.
fake. Yeah, they were quite cool.
They were great.
Have you ever smoked?
I've like smoked a cigarette.
Yeah, but you're not like not a regular smoker.
No. I got drunk with some Italians, and they all made smoking look quite fun.
Yeah,
so then I
look good smoking.
They
Yeah.
look so good having a cigarette. So I was like, maybe I'll look good if I have a cigarette. And then I was just very unwell.
Yeah. You look a bit Italian today. I don't know what it is. You're giving off an Italian vibe. Looking very well. Like Italians.
Grazie. Another prank. How do you feel about that thing where people cut the hole in the bottom of a popcorn bucket and then put
Popcorn
put
in it.
fill it with popcorn?
Well,
and they go like, oh, where's all the popcorn going? So there's a hole in the bucket.
Yeah. God, this is ruining Spy Kids 3D. I couldn't think of another kids' film.
Antonio Banderas is giving it his all here.
Yeah. Not during Moana 2. Come on, time and a place. It's a bloody Pixar film, mate. Put your dick away.
Next prank. How do you feel about embezzlement?
I'd fucking love to something big like that, to know that you've getting all these pension funds and stuff. I'd just love I'd love to be that power and not care. But you know it's going to come crashing down. But in the meantime, give me your pensions.
Yeah.
And then to pretend to kill yourself on a yacht.
That was going to be the last one. How do you feel about faking your own death?
Yeah.
It's a good prank.
Yeah.
I love that he just started walking around the town again, thinking no one would notice him.
The kayak guy.
Yeah.
It is funny where he just got bored of pretending to be dead.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
There's not a lot on.
But then didn't he get like a lover as well?
Did he?
I think he'd like... Have I made that up? I'm sure he got like a mistress.
Oh.
He was just chatting to someone online. That was it. He was chatting online a lot.
Yeah.
And he met someone else. Didn't he invest in in property or something with people? And he was like in businesses.
With the money that he frauded.
It's such a weird way. Isn't it just easier just to maybe work harder?
Is there anything you want to plug? What are you doing around April Fool's Day?
April Fool's Day, I'll be volunteering down at the shelter. Before we cut that out.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. April 1st. You said,
Yeah.
I'll be.
Yeah.
I'm donating bone marrow.
I think men over 30 can't.
Oh. Hey, wait, who said I was over 30?
You just did.
Oh, yeah, I literally just did.
You just did.
I'll find some internet.
It's either bone marrow or stem cells.
Really?
I need men under 30 to register to be stem cell donors.
Don't tell me I've been sending my sperm off for nothing. Surely they still want that. Dribbling it through the letterbox of the clinic.
Just sending it in an old Skips packet that you've clothes pegged. No envelope, just written the address right on the crisp packet. And hey, if you sign up to the Patreon as a welcome gift, you'll get a crisp bag full of gold.
Please send the pegs back. We're running out.
Are you doing shows, tours?
I'm doing Soho Theatre the 10th to the 12th of April.
Oh, there you go. Maybe go see that.
That would be great if you
If he is actually there.
You never know. And what else am I doing? Follow me on Instagram. Loads of exciting stuff this year.
Lots of exciting content.
Tours and stuff.
Yeah.
Content.
content. Yeah, you got that great video where you kill your best friend.
And then we go, ah, and then the prank is, it's a real gun. My friend has actually pranked me. He knew it was happening, so he's made me kill my other friend.
That is good.
And the prank's on us.
You better
That would
watch
be
out.
quite a good prank, wouldn't it?
Because Beadle's about.
Beadle's about, what a shame.
Oh, he's not about anymore.
No, he's not. Do you remember his little hand?
Stop. You can follow the pod at I've had a rosé. And there'll be like some other stuff there as well. We have to stop. You and I'm sorry, this will be a tough job to edit.